What is a sentence? Do you know what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense. A sentence is a group of words which makes complete sentence, which makes complete sense. A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Full stop. For example, the peacock is a beautiful bird. The peacock is a beautiful bird. It is a group of words and it makes a complete sense. The peacock is a beautiful bird. It makes a complete sense. And the sentence begins with a capital letter. Here T is capital. And at the end of the sentence, we put a full stop. This is a full stop. This capital letter, it begins with a capital letter and it ends with full stop. And the sentence makes a complete sense. The peacock is a beautiful bird. So it is a complete sentence. It begins with a capital letter and it ends with full stop and it makes a complete sense. Another sentence is, she is good at drawing. She is good at drawing. She is good at drawing makes a complete sense. And it begins with a capital letter, that is S, and it ends with a full stop. She is good at drawing. It begins with a capital letter, it ends with a full stop, and it makes a complete sense. She is good at drawing. Now, another group of words. Grass eats a cow. It is a group of 4 words. But does it make a sense? No. Grass eats a cow doesn't make a sense. So it's not a sentence because in a sentence the words must be in their proper order and the sentence must begin with the vowel with the capital letter and it must end with a full stop. So in this group of words, the words are not in their proper order, so it doesn't make a sense, and it doesn't begin with a capital letter, and another thing is that it doesn't end with a full stop. The words must be placed in their proper order to make sense. Then it becomes a sentence. Now, if we use same words, grass eats a cow, if we want to make it a sentence, we will put the words in their proper order, and the proper order is a cow eats grass, a cow then eats grass, a cow eats grass. Now the words are in their proper order and it begins with a capital letter and it ends in a full stop. So it makes sense, and it is a complete sentence. It is a sentence. A cow eats grass. It is a sentence. Now, another sentence. This is my school. This is my school. Here there are 4 words. The words are in their proper order, and it makes sense. So it is a sentence, and the quality of the sentence is that it begins with a capital letter, here T in capital, and there is full stop at the end of it. So it begins with a capital letter, it ends with a full stop, the words are in their proper order, and it makes a complete sense. So this is my school. It's also a sentence. It's also a sentence. Now, read it. His name is Mohan. His name is Mohan. It makes a complete sense. This group of words makes a complete sense. And it begins with a capital letter H, and it ends in full stop. So his name is Mohan. It is also a sentence. It's also a sentence. Now, another sentence. They are reading. They are reading. It is a group of 3 words. They are reading. It makes a complete sense. They are reading. And it begins with a capital letter T, and it ends with a full stop. So they are reading is a sentence. They are reading is also a sentence. Now, there is an exercise for you. There are some group of words. If they are a sentence, you have to put a tick against them. And if it's not a sentence, then you have to put a cross against it. So, playing outside. Playing outside. Is it a sentence? No, it's not a sentence. Because playing outside doesn't make a sense. So it's not a sentence. So we will put a cross against it. Playing outside. Now, another group of words. Sing a song. Is it a sentence? Sing a song. Does it make a sense? Yes, it makes a sense. It makes a sense. And the words are in proper order. And it begins with a capital letter S. And there is a full stop at the end. So, sing a song is a sentence. So we will put a tick against it. Put a tick against it. Now, another group of words. In the morning. In the morning. In the morning. Does it make sense? In the morning. No, it doesn't make a sense. In the morning. It doesn't make a sense. What does it mean by in the morning? It makes no sense. So, it is not a sentence. Therefore, we will put a cross against it. Now, another group of words. It is please go away. Please go away. Does it make a sense? Yes, it makes a sense. Please go away. And it begins with a capital letter P and it ends with a full stop. So it's a sentence. Please go away. Therefore, we will put a tick against it because it's a sentence. Please go away. Now, another group of words. Up the hill. Up the hill. Does it make a sense? No, it doesn't make a sense. So it's not a sentence. Because it's not a sentence, we will put a cross against it. Now, another group of words. The sun has set. The sun has set. Does it make a sense? Yes, it makes a sense. It makes a sense. The sun has set. Its first letter begins with a capital. The T begins. T is capital. And there is a full stop at the end of it here. So the sun has set makes a sense. So it is a sentence. Therefore, we will put a tick against it. The sun has set is a sentence. Now, another group of words. There are many books on the table. There are many books on the table. Does it make a sense? There are many books on the table. Yes, it makes a sense. And it begins with a capital letter T and it ends with a full stop. So there are many books on the table is a sentence. Therefore, we will put a tick against it because it's a sentence. Now, another group of words. Mohan has a pet dog. Mohan has a pet dog. Does it make a sense? Yes, it makes a sense. And it begins with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. So, Mohan has a pet dog is a sentence because the words are in their proper order, it makes a sense, and it begins with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. So, the Mohan has a pet dog. It's a sentence and we will put a tick against it. Now, another set of words. And they. And they. Does it make any sense? And they. No, it doesn't make any sense. And they makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. So, it's not a sentence. Therefore, we will put a cross against it. Now, another set of words. Rosie is my best friend. Rosie is my best friend. Does this group of words make any sense? Yes. Rosie is my best friend. This group of words make a sense. Its first letter it begins with a capital. It begins with a capital letter and it ends with a full stop. So, Rosie is my best friend. It's a sentence. Therefore, we will put a tick against it. Now, another set of words. Is sharp. Is sharp. Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense. What is sharp? We don't know what is sharp. So it doesn't make any sense. So we will put a cross against it. Is sharp is not a sentence. Now another set of words. Playing children the are. Playing children the are. Does this group of words make any sense? No. This group, the words of this group doesn't make any sense because the words are not in their proper order. The words are not in their proper order, so it's not a sentence. Playing children the are, it's not a sentence. So we will put a cross against it. And if we correct it, if you put the words in their proper order, then it will be a sentence. What is the proper order? The children are playing. If you put the words in this manner, the children are playing, then it makes a sense. And since it begins with the, so the first letter T is in capital, and we have put a full stop at the end of it. So the children are playing. It's a sentence. Therefore, we will put a tick against it. The children are playing is a sentence, while playing children the are is not a sentence. Let's take another set of words, another group of words. The apples are sweet. The apples are sweet. Does it make any sense? Yes. The apples are sweet. It makes a sense. And it begins with the capital letter T and it ends with a full stop. So, the apples are sweet is a sentence. Therefore, we will put a tick against it. Now we are going to another exercise. The words below are jumbled. Jumbled means they are not in their proper order. Put the words in their right order so that they make sense. Since the words are jumbled, means they are not in their right order, so they don't make a sense. In order to correct them, we put the words in their right order so that they make a sense and they become a sentence. So, the first group of words is a fruit and apple is. A fruit and apple is not a sentence because it doesn't make a sense. If we put it this way, an apple is a fruit. An apple is a fruit. An apple is a fruit. And since it begins it begins with the and, so first letter will be capital, and there is full stop at the end. So an apple is a fruit. Now it makes a sense, while a fruit and apple doesn't make any sense. While an apple is a fruit makes sense. So it is a sentence. Now it is the words are in their right order. Now we take another group of words. Milk gives us the cow. Milk gives us the cow. Here the words are not in their proper order, so it doesn't make any sense. We put them this way. The cow gives us milk. The cow gives us milk. Now we get the sentence. The cow gives us milk. Now the cow gives us milk, and it makes a sense. So now it is a sentence because the words are in the right order. Now let's take another group of words. Of wood made is a chair. Of wood made is a chair. These words are not in their proper order. They are not in their right order. So let's put these words into their right order. It will be a chair is made of wood. Now it is a chair is made of wood. Now, these words make sense. Now it's a complete sentence. A chair is made of wood. A chair is made of wood. It begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. A chair is made of wood. So it's a complete sentence, and the words are in their right order. Now, another set of words. 8 is she years old. 8 is she years old. It doesn't make any sense because the words are not in their proper order. The words are not in their right order. So let's put them in their right order. She is 8 years old. She is 8 years old. Now it makes a sense. And first letter is my capital letter, and it ends with a full stop. So she is 8 years old is a sentence. The words are in their proper order. So she is 8 years old. Now let's take another group of words. Wings, fly, birds with their. Now let's put these words into their right order. Birds fly with their wings. Now the words are in their proper order, in their right order, so they make a sense. Birds fly with their wings. Now it's a sentence. Birds fly with their wings. Now look up at the following sentences. In writing these sentences, two important rules have been missed in these sentences. So, what are those rules that have been missed in writing these sentences? We will try to rewrite these sentences. First is Alice went to the fair yesterday. Alice went to the fair yesterday. What are the two important rules that have been missed in writing this sentence? So, Alice is name, and it is first word of the sentence. So it should begin with capital letter. So A must be in capital. So Alice. Alice went to the fair yesterday. Alice went to the fair yesterday. Now here full stop is missing. Full stop is also missing. So at the end of the sentence we put a full stop. So now Alice went to the fair yesterday. Now it is a correct sentence. Alice went to the fair yesterday. Now the next sentence. Ashok is 8 years old. Ashok is 8 years old. So the two rules that have the two important rules that have been missed are Ashok is the first letter of the word, so A must be in capital. Ashok. Ashok is 8 years old. So at the end of the sentence we must put the full stop. Ashok is 8 years old. Now the sentence is correct. Ashok is 8 years old. Ashok is 8 years old. Now the next sentence. There are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days in a week. Is it correct? No. The two important rules are missing. This is the first letter of the word. This is the first word of the sentence. So its first letter must be with the capital. So there are 7 days in a week, and there must be a full stop at end of the sentence. There are 7 days in a week. Now the next sentence. The children played in the park. The children played in the park. Same two rules are missing. This verb must begin with a capital letter. So, the children played in the park. And at the end of the sentence, there must be a full stop. The children played in the park. The children played in the park. So now the sentence is correct. And the last sentence of this lesson. We waited a long time for the bus. We waited a long time for the bus. Here, same mistake is there. The V is the first letter of the first word of the sentence. So its first letter must be in capital. We waited for a long time. We waited a long time for the bus. We waited a long time for the bus. And there must be a full stop at the end of the sentence. So now it is a correct sentence. We waited a long time for the bus. We waited a long time for the bus.